but they chose to look the other way. So now you have to pay your dues.
Sexual abuse? Yes, a lot of that stuff.
It gets very frustrating and demoralizing.
It's what I did, and I never gave away the rights to a song again.
It just enrages me, that very idea.
Residential school system caused a lot of issues.
Even if we got some closure, we might be all right, but we still never got that. Me and the wife come home, sat here.
But what I don't understand is why he never asked him about the damn recording he had, because that was his. You was leading him right to it.
All we heard there was two fishermen missing in the water, right?
But I said, we've got to get to him too. Where did it start? What happened to him? If we don't find out, it's just going to go on. We got to get help for those people. I remember the screaming and yelling and crying, people running when that explosion happened, eh?
Anything west of the Alleghenies was sovereign First Nations.
You walk a good road. You don't harm anybody else. You don't put harm on any other people, because that'll come back to you.
Our government system is the only thing keeping the peace. When our fighting happened a few times with their local towns trying to expand on our territory more.
Or you're involved in the sale of illicit drugs. What better place to set up than on a First Nations where they know policing is bare bones?
It's nice to meet you. I'm Brittany.
So I don't have to try to take my own life. There's a lot of suicide thoughts, but
federal and Indigenous governments got together.
This exhibition, its magnitude is frightening.
The eye is coming ashore. The official landfall is happening right now as we speak.
Ici à Mexico Beach, c'est vraiment le point névralgique de l'endroit. C'est là où est rentré le mur droit.
We continue our live coverage from the Mont Bleu Gatineau neighborhood.
What you're doing is driving along and suddenly you're in the water, even though
we bring the full complement of equipment.
All the roads out of Wilmington may be shut down because of the flooding.
There's been just endless views of trees uprooted downtown Charlottetown.
Disguised as a blizzard. Big props to my cameraman, by the way, Steve Mongeau. He's done an outstanding job.
Lawsuit launched against Peter Nygaard in February.
Perhaps just get a regular everyday roll.
Began and it continues just 2 days ago.
Two-row wampum, can you talk about that, the significance of that?
Oh, it's very significant.
And access to it is virtually impossible. So the idea is to do this flight right now to identify the big areas. Didn't protect this coast very much, but if you go further down, you can see where that
died in a shallow part of the coral reef.
What we would like is people to realize just how beautiful and magnificent whales are, and we would like them to become environmental stewards for whales and other forms of life.
The reason we want to be here is that a lot of animal activity happens right in here.
With an abundance of sunshine. And we are right now at the ice floe edge. This is where the people come.
You've got polar bears, you've got all kinds of, dangerous stuff out there.
That's what I'm most afraid of.
Well, look, those are polar bear tracks.
These are polar bear tracks.
Some of the brightest minds.
Then in trust where,
some of that conservatism.
At least make the conditions.
I have always been surprised to hear the indigenous peoples. That a child in a residential school.
Defense scenarios and also safety and security scenarios.
Besides search and rescue, that is always whenever we're at sea.
She sees how Inuit culture is being impacted. And that's why Justin and Bernard, their son's school,
signed off on the financial statements of
music quite often.
Awareness.
People knew that, in fact,
they do understand
support to the local in our communities. And
when the ice leaves Frobisher Bay, 6 current MLAs are saying that they will not. This man, Patrick Borbet,
This approach, and sometimes you have 2 or 3 demonstrating anger, outlashing against authority.
I kind of got on the Prime Minister's Youth Council and was thinking oh my God, politics is definitely the avenue that I'm going to pursue now. So I rescinded my acceptance and went to the University of Toronto, which I had applied for as a backup.
So to take a few steps back, I guess, you, like we said, you attended high school in Thunder Bay. What was that like for you? We often hear, many First Nations youth from the north have to go to high school in Thunder Bay. And
can you believe it is already the 3rd week of October, and that means it is the 3rd week for Dress for the Cause. All of this is for breast cancer research. So this week, the Breast Cancer Society of Canada wants you to dress up your best anything. So that could be your pet, your cottage, or your car. And in this case, I have been given a Porsche for a week. Thank you to Porsche Canada for sponsoring Dress for the Cause this week. I know not everybody has a car like this, but whatever your car is, you can dress it up in pink. Get involved, go to dressforthecause.ca. Research matters.